And welcome back, everyone. Today starts the second week of the trial for the man charged in the deadly 2021 Waukesha Christmas parade.
Darrell Brooks apologized to the judge this morning after he was removed from the courtroom multiple times last week before proceedings even began because he kept disrupting the judge.
So today, a new demeanor by Brooks. Chanley Painter with our partners over at Court TV joining us live now to give us some more insight into what's going on. Court TV, of course, bringing us continuous coverage. Chanley, appreciate your time this afternoon. I know you're so busy. Can you explain, though, this new demeanor because he was wearing a suit today? He apologized to the court. What is that all about?
Yeah, great to be with you, Susan and Ryan. A different Darrell Brooks in court today. This is the first day since this trial began where he has not been sent to that remote courtroom, the neighboring courtroom, for being disruptive. And so this is a new development today. He's wearing a suit and tie. He wore that last Monday, but then continued to wear his jailhouse orange. And then he told the court last week that he wouldn't return to that suit and tie until his COVID results came back. Those came back on Friday. So now he's dressed as though he is court appropriate, and he's acting court appropriate. He's even doing his homework. He's making objections. He's even citing case law to the judge. Just now when I left the courtroom, he was opening a book that she had given him about the statutes in Wisconsin. He was flipping through that. He seems to be taking this a lot more seriously, but on cross-examination, he kind of drones on and becomes repetitive in his questioning to the point that the jury even seems frustrated.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that, Chanley. I mean, what about the testimony and the evidence being shown in court today? What's standing out to you?
You know, it was so difficult to be inside that courtroom this afternoon because the first victims who were hit by that red SUV are on the stand. So this jury is now seeing and hearing from them, but also watching video of the actual incident where the bodies are flying through the air, particularly the marching band, Waukesha marching band video, 3 different angles before this jury. You could tell that this jury was affected by it. There was one man sitting on the end towards the gallery who had his head in his hands for a long time, rubbing his face and eyes. And as he removed his hand, I could see his face was really red. You could tell that it was a struggle for him to watch these videos over and over again, not just 3 different angles, but different speeds they had to watch the videos. Now the gallery full of family members of the victims. One woman had to rush out of the courtroom crying. You could hear the sobs and the sniffles. It was so heart-wrenching. You can hear the sounds of sleigh ride. The marching band is playing. Its cheerful shouts of joy quickly turn to screams of horror on these videos, and reliving it is really tough in the courtroom. You can tell it's taken a toll, of course, on the jury as well.
Yeah, I certainly noticed, too, the names of the students in the marching band who were impacted by what happened that day. What else can we expect going into for today, and then how will we start tomorrow with the trial?
Sure, yeah, so right now, still testimony from actually a spectator on the stand right now who was at the parade, and after this SUV plowed through the marching band formation, hitting multiple students, it veered towards him and his family on the side watching the parade. So he's on the stand right now walking the jury through what he experienced, and we can expect that this prosecution case will pick up tomorrow, walking the jury through down Main Street. They're going chronologically, following this path of the SUV down Main Street, group by group, victim by victim, putting that story out there in front of the jury. And we do expect, based on what the prosecutors told us this morning, their case should wrap up later this week, probably around Thursday is what they're saying, and that is the goal. So the judge did tell Darrell Brooks to be prepared to start his defense case on Friday, which he turned in subpoenas today, so we can expect he's going to call some witnesses.
It'll certainly be interesting to follow.
Chanley Painter with Court TV. Chanley, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.